With that being said, it is now time for Super Metroid Impossible by Oatsngoats.
Well, hello everybody. Let me introduce my couch before we start. To the left of Andy, we have Jordan, Indiana, Indy. We have Andy, who did a fantastic run earlier with crowd control Link to the Past.
Yeah.
We have the wonderful Grand Pooh Bear, who did a fantastic, what did you do? It's starting early, sorry. We have very knowledgeable, fantastic runner of Super Metroid, Shiny Zenny. And then to the right of him, we have Wreck Here the Wolf. So let's kick it off and we can tell you what this run is all about. So are we ready? All right, count down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh man, well, I need a big sigh here. I don't even know where to begin. So why don't you start, Zenny?
Yeah, sure. So this is Super Metroid Impossible. We're going to start off on Series Station. You're going to notice that it looks very familiar compared with the original game. The first change you're going to notice is the escape timer has been drastically reduced once we leave the Ridley room.
So hopefully we don't die. We have a third of the time to escape.
A third?
Yeah, a third of the time. I haven't died yet, so if I die now, it's going to look really bad.
Yeah, I mean, way to jinx yourself, dude.
Yeah.
So you'll notice Oats is taking intentional damage from Ridley here. The intention here is just to get out of this room as quickly as possible. Ridley will fly away once you reach less than 30 HP here.
Or you shoot Ridley like 100 times.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, it's really hard to shoot.
I wonder which one's faster.
Yeah, here we begin. We have 20 seconds. Like I said, I haven't died yet, but now would be a perfect time.
No series world records on this run, Oats.
No, unfortunately not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So when they say like Super Metroid Impossible, this hack was made in 2006, right?
Yes, 2006 by a taster named Saturn. Thank you.
Nice job.
And I'm guessing his idea was at the time it was supposed to be impossible for any human to beat.
Right. That's, I guess, what I've heard. They thought it was impossible RTA to complete. So here we are, 14 years later, doing it at a marathon as the finale with, hopefully a very limited amount of death.
Sounds like a great idea, Oats.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The funny part is when we got this run submitted, my heart dropped because it was kind of a,
What are you looking at me for?
Yeah.
Just because I submit stupid stuff doesn't mean you have to submit.
I didn't think it would get in, but it did, and here we are. So.
All right, so a couple things you'll notice as Oats goes through this run, just some basic Super Metroid stuff. You're going to notice him moving his arm cannon up and down. That's called arm pumping. Every time he does that, he moves Samus forward 1 pixel. You're also going to notice him falling very fast through this next room. That is a tech found a couple of years ago called Moonfall. Basically, it just breaks the fall speed cap so that Samus continues falling faster and faster. And coming up here, we're going to be collecting the Morph Ball, and this is the first point where people familiar with the game will probably notice some changes to the room.
Right.
Pretty commonly, you're going to see spikes that have been placed where they were not before, and other changes like that.
Yeah.
You'll see some spikes like right here.
What? Wait, what is this?
These spikes do 60 damage, so if he takes more than 1 hit...
Wait, how are you getting out of here? Oh.
All right.
So the hitboxes of these spikes can be pretty weird. Like Shiny was saying, we can only take 2 hits from these spikes, so I need to navigate very carefully. Like right here. Okay, so we just need to get a really tight spin jump there in order to bypass that.
All right, this is our first missile pack of the run. Ammo is very important for this run, as will become apparent. Nice job.
You'll also notice that a lot of the doors have changed. That's because Saturn created kind of a route for this. So he wanted to force us to go to like specific areas during specific times. So you're gonna see that a lot with a lot of locked doors that unlock after certain bosses and stuff like that.
Doors that were pink are now green sometimes.
Yeah, just forcing us to take different routes, which will be much more difficult than the original route.
And the route has held up surprisingly well with new strats that have been discovered since the game was released.
Yeah.
How many other dudes out there beat this?
One.
I think there's one other person on the leaderboard that's done at RTA.
One other human on the leaderboard.
Yes, one other person has ever beaten this. I've done 2 or 3 deathless runs.
Whoa!
And he has done 1, so it's a very, small amount. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that the deaths will be limited in this run. We probably will die. I just want to put that out there. So, just saying, if I die, don't be mad at me. I'm trying my best. This is hard.
All right, so we have
Rip
our,
that Band-Aid off, man.
have our first mini-boss here, Bomb Chorizo. You'll notice there are spikes all over this room. It's
a little different.
A bit more precarious than the original game.
And like I said, 2 hits. We can only take 2 hits of damage, so we have to be pretty careful here.
Bomb Chorizo also has much more health in this version of the game.
Oh no.
That drops.
There we go.
Very nice.
All right, the next thing that you're going to notice if you're familiar with Super Metroid speedruns is normally we go up after this morph ball here and to the left, but we're going to go up and to the right back to the ship room because that's the only route that we have currently. Would you like to explain like the acid room coming up?
Yeah, sure. So you're going to notice Oats going through this room that we call the Gauntlet. It has acid that rises and falls. Basically, if Oats gets stuck in this acid for even just about a second,
he's going to take
a death.
Yeah.
So he needs to make sure that he does very specific movement here to avoid taking any major dips into this acid.
Right. So, like I said, 1 second in this acid and we are dead. So I was in it for what? A tiny amount of time, already down to 82.
I get why. Nice.
So this next room, the first room's pretty straightforward. The next room, we're going to go for a cycle skip.
There is an energy tank here. We can't actually collect this right now. It's just kind of a taunt.
Right, yeah, that's just basically to torment us right there. We can't actually collect that until we grab grapple and supers. So let's see if I can get this without dying. That'd be awesome. Uh-oh, this is bad.
Very nice.
Oh my god.
This is fine.
All right, well, we're done with that.
There are also some more missiles here that are inaccessible right now.
Yeah, we need super missiles to grab those. Basically just more tormenting us. Because ammo is so important in this run.
You almost have more missiles than you do health.
That's not good. So we're going to farm a little bit of health here from the Kegos so we can hopefully get missile drops coming up before our first scary boss. Well, other than Bomb Chorizo.
All right, so another thing you're going to notice, in most Super Metroid runs at this point, we would be collecting super missiles using a trick, but that door is actually locked by a super missile door.
Yep, so instead we're going to
go straight down.
Yep. So this is a boss coming up that we never really see too often. And for good reason, I hate to say.
Wait, what is that good reason? Tell me, Oats.
Tell him, Zenny.
So this boss is called Spore Spawn. Normally, in a casual playthrough of the game, Spore Spawn would unlock super missiles for you. As I mentioned, in most runs of the game, we would already have super missiles, but in this version, we do not. So we're forced to fight Spore Spawn.
Yep, Spore Spawn is the big plant boss here. You're going to see a lot of changes
This room has been changed so that you actually, you can't just sit in place to avoid damage like you could in the original game. Some of the platforms have been raised. There's some spikes added up there as well.
And if we get hit too many times here, I believe it's 4 times, we will die. So we just need to kind of dodge some of these the spores, spore spawn, rocking back and forth, just chilling.
You'll see Oats here making sure he sits at 4 missiles so that these little spores actually keep dropping missiles so he can collect them as he shoots.
Yep, correct.
No!
All right, hopefully one more cycle here without me, running into him too many times.
Very nice.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. So with Spore Spawn down, we should have an opportunity to collect some super missiles here, right, Oats?
Normally there's super missiles here. What else would be here, Let's find out.
Just regular missiles.
Regular missiles.
All right.
Nothing good.
Dang.
Oh, man.
Randomizer stinks.
Oh, man.
Oh, this stinks. So one important thing to note, if you guys are wondering, oh, why didn't I just go down there? It's because we are locked by a gate. So, like I said, Saturn forces his players to go in very specific routes. So this is one of those routes. We have to go through Spore Spawn.
I bet we can get you one.
Cheers.
Where's mine?
All right, so we're coming down through Green Brinstar again here. We're going to be coming up to a room with something we lovingly call the Noob Bridge. This has also been changed so that in order to cross the bridge, we have to do a very short hop and then a mock ball.
Yes. This is pretty dangerous. So I need to get an extremely tight mock ball without hitting my head.
Nice.
There we go.
Ooh.
All right.
And then coming out of this room, we're going to see an enemy that if Oats gets grabbed by this enemy coming up, it's called a B-Tom, that's actually instant death. So he needs to manipulate the enemy in a very specific way.
Forgot about
So that
that.
he can get down. Oh, sorry.
All right, so that
All
guy's
right.
beyond. Like Zenny was saying, if that guy grabs us, we are instantly dead. So
What were they called?
B-Toms.
I never knew that.
No.
All right, so we're going to be heading over to Kraid now. And
yeah.
so there's a very specific bomb jump that Oats is going to have to do here to get up into Kraid's lair.
Yeah. So this is a one and done. If I don't succeed here, I will die. So.
All right. I'm excited for that.
Oh. The most stressful button presses I've ever heard in my life.
This I feel like this guy makes bad Mario Maker levels now.
So we had to do it down back there. So we'd also.
All right, these pirates have to be killed with bombs because they're actually invulnerable to any other form of attack that we have at this moment. And then up here on the right side of this room, there's a mini version of Kraid that we need to kill as well. And he also has much greater health.
At least the spikes do the same amount of damage.
Right.
You'll notice Oats running back to the left here to open a door. These doors unlock after you clear all the enemies in the room. So he's opening the door preemptively so he doesn't have to kill all the enemies again as he comes back through after defeating Kraid. All right, so we're coming up on Kraid here. In most speedruns, you'll notice that the runners do something called the Kraid Quick Kill. That's actually not possible in this version of the game because it requires super missiles.
I don't know if the crowd's getting excited enough right now, honestly. Yeah.
All right. So before we pop off here. Kraid, we can't do a quick kill. Extremely difficult. We die in one hit from a lot of stuff. If I don't pay attention and focus very hardcore, we will die. So I just need to kind of focus for the next couple minutes here. But go ahead, do your thing, crowd.
We'll try not to scream too loud.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Scream as loud as you want. I'll hopefully be good.
So those, do you hear something?
I mean, it kind of seems a little distant, a little faint.
Yeah.
I mean, we have these headphones on. They must be noise canceling.
Yeah.
But I can't really hear it that loud,
Yeah.
you know? I mean,
Yeah, that was a little louder.
a little louder, but I don't think we're quite where we need to be yet.
Oh, yeah.
Here in Orlando, Florida.
Do I have time for kind of a big donation?
Go for it.
Yeah,
do,
go
yes.
for it.
One of our sponsors, Fan Gamer, sends along $15,000 and says, "It's been a pleasure to help GDQ support Prevent Cancer Foundation again this year. Congratulations on 10 years of GDQ charity streams. Big thanks to everyone in front of the camera and behind the scenes that make these events possible. Let's keep those donations coming."
I feel like he needs to get really, really hyped for these last few guys.
All right, Kraid is down.
I'm excited for this various one. Oh, man.
Hey, health.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's 100 more health than we had before.
Oh, it stopped. What are you doing, Twitch chat? Come on.
I didn't know these numbers were allowed to stop. Oh,
This is pretty cool to be a part of.
yeah,
right
this is
here.
really cool.
Yeah, this is dope.
Oh, there.
$3 million! Now we're not done yet. If we get to 3.04, we've got a new record. Keep them coming.
Nice bomb jump.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, wow, that's actually there.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Fantastic.
So this door was actually locked until after we killed Kraid, or else he would have grabbed it earlier. The Spacer Beam's a bit upgraded in this version of Super Metroid, actually. There are a lot of enemies that are immune to the regular beam that can be killed with Spacer.
Correct, yep.
Okay.
Ooh. I mean, we just really started this run, too. This is a long run.
It's a long run,
This is a
yeah.
long, difficult speed
And this
run.
is great because it's taking some of the pressure off me. I'm like sitting up here shaking. Everyone's like, it's great. I love it, yeah.
We should talk a little bit, because there is some contention among the couch about save and kill. I'm very pro saving the animals and making this run significantly harder for Oats at the end.
Yeah, so we only have a very limited timer at the end of the game. So if I have to save the animals and I make even the slightest mistake, we could kind of start pushing towards dying. So, yeah, that would be great.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I need Oats to die a few times because I have more deaths than anybody in GDQ history. I've died a lot of Marios. So I need somebody to catch up, baby. Like, I need it.
Yeah, coming up right now is the first hurdle. It's, other than Kraid, is the first hell run of the game. We have to navigate this area without Varia suits at all, avoiding all attacks, trying to farm some health along the way. So if I make too many mistakes here, we will die, and that would be bad.
This just in, making mistakes leads to death.
Yeah.
Making mistakes is bad.
Yeah.
Not making them, in fact, good. If you could boil this week down to just one basic idea.
Oh
my goodness gracious.
I'm blaming that one on you, dude. That was all your fault.
So it looked like Oats was going to be nice and comfy for this next farm. He got a few lucky health drops here, but he's cutting it a little close there.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I'm not worried.
You only need like 30 to get to that farm. It's fine.
30?
Yeah, you're fast, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're heading to another mini-boss here called Crocomire. Under normal circumstances, Crocomire can be damaged with Charge Beam and missiles. But we don't have Charge Beam, and we only have 10 missiles. So what that means is that Oats is going to have to spend some time in the fight farming additional missiles and hoping that Croc doesn't push us into the spike wall on the left, killing us.
Yeah, that would be a bummer. We got the goopy boy here. He looks like he's sweating. I don't blame him, though. He's, sitting down here all day. I'm sure it's hot.
It's well known amongst the Super Metroid speedrunning community that Crocomire just wants a friend. He just wanted to have dinner here with Samus, and Oats is here just beating him up.
I kind of feel
Look
bad,
at how cute he is.
I kind of feel bad. Just chilling. We come down here and just push him into a bed of acid,
I don't know, man. He kind of looks like a Yoshi. I think he needs to go down.
Oh, man.
Tongue's not big enough.
No, you're right.
Can we get some Oats Crocs in the chat, please?
Yes, please. We wanted to print off a bunch of Crocomires, but
We should have.
it didn't work. We couldn't get it to work.
Yeah,
Next time.
Printers are hard.
Very nice. That's ancient technology. That ancient technology of a printer.
The most gruesome death scene here.
Yeah, it's brutal.
You sure that's GDQ appropriate, Oats?
Oh, you're right. I should have stayed to the left. I'm sorry. All right,
That
now
was
we're done.
kind of mean. Just melt his skin off.
You
know what's worse is that that's not even when he dies. Like, he still is alive.
He's
here.
still being tormented
He's
here.
dying.
Yeah.
Tortured. Right.
No organs.
No, this is actually in
skin.
Metroid
Yeah.
Impossible, the second phase. So
Oh!
No, I'm just kidding. It's not.
Oh, you got me excited.
That'd be really cool if it was.
Bye, Croc.
His revenge, finally. Zombie Croc.
All right, just to make this actually more convenient for myself, I will save, I guess.
Oats, are you scared?
Hey, I applaud this decision. Responsible decision.
Well, the next section coming up is where a lot of people stop playing this ROM hack, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We're going to where Grapple Beam would normally be located. I guess we'll find out if it's still there or not.
This is my favorite room in this ROM hack.
This room has been changed to include what we call the maze.
Yes, the maze. The maze Dolores.
Oats is very comfortable, very familiar with this maze, so he knows exactly where to go, but any wrong turns can result in death.
Normally you erase your lines and go back to where you started. You don't really get that opportunity here.
Right. No, this is, yeah. There's a lot of crumble blocks that will be coming up that if we don't focus and, I guess, what can I say? Press the right inputs, I suppose.
Not make a mistake.
Yeah, you're gonna not make any mistakes. Exactly. Yeah.
You
You just got to time your inputs, or else you're going to fall through them. So we're going to let Oats focus here. But the idea is basically that he needs to use these bombs to kind of propel Samus up in the right way without falling through the blocks.
Yeah, if we fall through any of these crumble blocks, we're pretty much just dead. So it's pretty important that we pay attention to this section. One of the hardest parts is coming up next. We have to do a crumble block jump and spin off of it, doing a wall jump into a morph.
Was that English?
Yes, it was.
That's the Simone Biles move right there, you know? Oh. Oh. Oh my God.
Nice.
If we fall there, yeah, we're dead. Yeah, so that's cool.
You know what's great? Coming up, there's a crumble block that'll take him back there.
Yeah, so if I fall here, we have to do that again. And I really don't want to do that again.
Yeah, this guy's definitely a 2006 romhack creator.
Or like a 2019 Mario Maker creator. Either or.
Okay, very nice.
Yo.
I think that's like one of the best mazes
we
I've
get-
seen you have in a while.
That was good.
Really
Yeah, that was really good.
Super missiles.
Finally.
Very
And
nice.
it seems like super missiles is a punishment, but it's really a great reward for this romhack.
If you didn't like bomb jumping before, by the way.
Yeah, so we can't actually go back the way we came, so Oats is going to have to do some very specific bomb jumps here to get up this room. You'll notice the spikes on the left and right, so we can't wall jump up. And then once we get up to the top, we have a nice surprise waiting for us as well.
You know, I can totally see how a guy, 16 years ago would think nobody is going to clear this after that maze in this moment,
Without save states.
yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. All right, we also have some very, very tight jumps we got to clear here.
Ooh. Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
Very nice.
No. Oh, we're fine. We can bar it.
It's over.
All right. We've got another hell run coming up here. This one's also pretty tight.
This is for a Fantoon manipulation. Not really, but that's what I'll say it's for, because I'm scared, okay? I'm really scared.
Dude,
Why would you be
just gotta
scared of
say it with-
Fantoon, Oats?
Just say it with confidence,
Fantoon's done nothing wrong to you ever.
Never in a GDQ I have defeated Fantoon every time flawlessly. I've never died, Well, I heard that. All right, so this next portion is the next pretty difficult hell run. We have a couple really tiny platforms with a very limited space to get speed to get to the next platform. And there we go. Okay.
You just ran by a gravity suit, right? I think.
That was a surprise.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Gravity Suit is after Fantoon. What are you talking
Oh, yeah,
about?
sorry. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, and Varia's suit should be in the normal spot, right? No, I'm just kidding. We already got past that. I wonder where Varia's suit is.
All right.
Is this even randomized?
Ha ha.
Just another thing worth noting, this door to get high jump actually wasn't unlocked until after we defeated Crocomire.
Correct. So high jump would have been super useful, but since it was locked, we couldn't get it until now.
All right, from here we're going to head back up. We're going to get to what we refer to as Red Tower. Normally, to get out of Red Tower, we'd have Ice Beam, so we could freeze some enemies and stand on them. But we don't have Ice Beam. So what are you going to do, Oats?
I'm going to give you the controller, and you're going to do it.
You know, this is one part of this run that actually, I'm not going to do that for you, man. No offense, but I know that you're better at this part than I am, so...
It's all right. Oats is going to put his gamer gloves on.
All right, so this is the Red Tower.
So we have to, we have to pay attention to our friend, the B-Tome again here, so...
Is it still an instant kill?
Yes.
Nice. How
right,
much
very
damage do they actually do?
I think it's 4 E-Tanks.
Yeah,
God.
it just killed me fast. It ain't fun. Okay, nice.
All right, very nice. Also, if you happen to fall in these vile plumes, also called Samus Eaters, that is also an instant death.
Yeah, you'll
Oh,
God.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very
That's
cool.
convenient.
It's got to be a little bit careful. It's not too bad. I did die 2-1 in practice earlier today, so yeah. Let's just make it.
You got all your dads out of the way in practice earlier, oh?
Yeah, I did.
RNG manipulation, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
RNG manipulation.
Definitely.
This is guaranteed to give him a fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
As fast as this game allows, because
Exactly.
again, it is impossible.
Exactly.
We are opening that door now just because we have the supers to spare. We don't need them right now, but we need them later, so we're just getting it out of the way.
So something we didn't mention, we can't actually get back to the ship or back to the green or the pink Brent Star areas right now with the items that we have.
Yeah, so we can't go left here. So I'm going to try a trick here to get across the moat, we call it. I'm going to be doing a kind of an interesting damage boost off the spike. If I fail it twice, I probably won't continue to do it.
Nah, let's go for it.
There we go.
Oh! Overconfident.
There we got it. Look away. It's like the bowling strike.
No, I think everyone in the crowd wants you to go for it until you get it, honestly.
Really?
You just saved.
Yeah, you just saved.
I would like to not die, though. Okay, well. There we go.
Yeah!
Now, because of that,
That's not going to be the last time I peer pressure him into something. On this one.
my health is extremely low for a very difficult Fantoon fight. So thank you, everyone. Don't listen to peer pressure.
I mean, you said yourself you were going for it twice, so that's your own fault.
Don't bring me into this, all right?
Don't come at me with your logic.
Yeah, you're making sense and all. We are going to do some quick farms on a couple of orbs here.
Or
I was afraid to say that. I should have said atomics.
That was a no. That's good. Like calling to the crowd right there. That's the way to do it. In Orlando, Florida.
In Orlando, Florida.
I love just like saying the name of the city you're currently in.
Works every time.
All right, so
Cheap pop.
would you like to talk about Fantoon and the changes?
Yeah, sure. So Fantoon has an increased amount of health and also deals an increased amount of damage. In addition to that, there's some spikes around the perimeter of the room.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, no
I
way,
can't
right?
believe it. I can't believe it.
The spikes actually deal less damage than anything else in this fight. So.
Yep, the flames, the flames will do 60, and Fantoon's body will do almost a full E-tank, 80. So that's fun, since we only have 3 E-tanks.
All that being said, the rest of the fight is pretty similar to the usual fight. Fantoon has 3 different patterns: fast, mid, and slow. So that was a slow pattern.
He missed the RNG
manipulation didn't go too well.
frame perfect save.
I did, yeah.
He was actually looking for slower patterns so that he could get some additional drops from the flames.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, make
yeah.
You did that way better than I did. That was good. That was smooth.
This is me getting my revenge over the last, 5 years.
Let's make it a long fight.
Yeah.
Very humiliating for Fantoon.
Come on, guys.
One other thing to note is that in the original game, super missiles actually deal double damage to Fantoon. They do not in this version of the game.
Correct. So a lot of people ask why I don't use super missiles is because if I use a super missile before Fantoon dies, Fantoon will go into an enraged state. Please die. Hold on. There we go.
There you
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I jump in real quick?
Yeah, let's go for it.
I see Twitch chat talking about a $5 donation train. Well, we got a $5 from Divine Aeon who says, let's end the event on another $5 donation train. Let's go, Twitch chat. Thanks again to all the runners, staff, sponsors, fans, etc. Honk! And just a reminder, we are knocking on the door of a new record, so a $5 donation train might just be the thing we need.
Let's do it.
I want to give a shout out to the host over there and his Bobby Heenan jacket that he's got. Like, this thing is...
Oh, this whole thing.
He's looking fire. I have no idea if there's a way to get a shot of him because, like, it is clean. right now.
It changes colors too.
What?
I go left and right.
Oh, man.
I'm a modest man. You don't have to say that. But thank you, though.
That's pretty dope.
Do we have time for any donations right now, by the way?
Yep, go ahead.
We've got a few big ones coming on in. We've got, let me see here. We've got Uranium Anchor with $1,000.
Oh, wow, uranium.
Who says, Uranium Anchor here as a decade of these events winds to a close and another decade starts to spin up. I can't help but feel a warm surge of pride at what we've built. I keep wondering just how big it can get, and I'm always happy to see we haven't hit our limit yet. I already have 20 things I need to fix on the tracker after watching what you all did to it at this event because the donations keep going out of bounds. I'll see you all in June for SGDQ 2020. Oh, and just in case Kaiseron is listening, happy birthday, and pineapple belongs on pizza. Stay comfy and game on.
Oh, you're against that one?
I am.
I saw that head shake. That was a very disappointed head shake.
I hate to do this. Is there any way I could get some water?
You want some of mine?
Yes, I would love some. Yeah. Well, no,
If you need a bottle, do you need a bottle? I can come over there.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
All right, I tell you what.
My dude.
Somebody.
Dude, this is full service hosting right here.
Somebody.
Right, now we get him on the camera.
Full service hosting.
That's exactly what we wanted.
Yes.
One second.
Nice.
Yes, perfect.
It's a good look.
Thank you.
You are a good man. That was full service hosting.
So real quick, as you can see, Gravity Suit was not where it should be. We got more super missiles, but those really do come in handy. We're going to be going through the Forgotten Highway because that is pretty much the only way that we can progress from this point on. We got some pretty difficult tricks coming up as well to get through it. And basically, we just don't want to take much damage. So I'm going to do this as well.
Yep, health management here is very important.
Nice.
I appreciate you, man.
Not nice.
We have a room here called the Spiky Room of Death.
Oh.
So got to be very careful.
Why is it called that?
Well, as you can see, no spikes were actually added to this room in this version
vanilla.
of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard as it is. Like, they don't need to change it.
All right, so as Oats mentioned, we're going to be coming through some rooms here that you wouldn't normally see. This room in particular has some very specific jumps that he's going to have to do. I believe he's going to be unequipping his high jump boots to get across here.
Yeah, it's the only way that we can do this. Okay, there we go. All right.
Wow.
It makes it look easy, I promise it's not.
Super Metroid is just like an incredibly hard technical game in general. I'm always in awe of Metroid runners because it seems like it's definitely like the one 2D game that is super intimidating to me, you know?
That means a lot coming from you, Pooh.
Aw, shucks, Oats.
Aww.
Aw, shucks.
All right, so this is another maze-like room. Normally, we'd be able to just kind of roll over to the left here and go through a hidden block in the wall, but that's actually been changed in this version of the game. There's only one way through this room, and it's what Oats is going to do right here. So there's a hidden pathway in the ceiling
Seems
over
fair.
here.
Seems super fair.
Yeah, I don't know what Saturn was doing here with this, but, you know, it took me forever to find this when I first played this romhack.
Did you play it blind?
I did play it blind at first,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, this seems like a horrible blind play.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, yeah.
These crabs also do 120 damage. That is not increased from the original game. They do a ton of damage.
They're, the battle crabs for a reason. They hit pretty hard.
So anytime you see crabs, make sure, give Oats a little luck there.
Crab people.
The crab people. We just have a kind of a tough room here. We have to navigate without hitting many of these enemies. They do a ton of damage.
Yeah, again, Oats doesn't have any of the suits that we would normally have coming through these rooms, so everything is doing an increased amount of damage. Since we don't have Varia or Gravity Suit.
He's trying.
Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Meridia in general here. Since we don't have gravity suit, anytime that Samus enters the water, she's going to have very decreased movement speed. Makes her feel very heavy and very slow. That works against us in most situations, but there are some situations where it can prevent us from taking damage, like right there.
Yeah, moving Samus underwater without gravity suit is pretty difficult to do quickly.
Especially if you're not used to it, if you've been speedrunning the game, all the animations are just, you know, I don't know if they're cut in half or whatever, but you need to be very mindful of it.
They're slowed down significantly, especially things like turnarounds are very noticeably slower.
Right. But they also work in our favor for stuff that we will be explaining in the near future here.
Like changing directions and momentum is super weird. It's all just being really good at this video game, basically.
All right, so we're actually exiting Meridia here, and we're going to pick up an item, power bombs. Where did those come from?
I don't know.
I wonder why those are placed there.
I'm sure they're powerful, though.
All right, so we're going to need to use these power bombs to break this tube to get into Meridia, but we're not going to do that quite yet. We're actually going to use the power bombs to go pick up something else. It's very helpful for the remainder of the run.
Do you mind if I sneak in kind of another big donation?
Dude.
Go ahead.
All right. The Yeti sends $15,000.
Wow.
Woo!
And says, hey all, Yeti here, let's go!
Woo! Yes, I agree. I totally want to see us break this record.
Oh! Okay.
This is fine.
Sorry. That threw me off guard. Sometimes you'll jump down there.
I also want to see Oats die a few times, so that would have been okay. I mean, in a fun way.
Die in a fun way, Oats.
We can't tell that this is actually impossible without you dying.
Yeah.
Right?
I tell you what, I'll donate $100 for every death you take.
100.
Yes.
Oh, well, I almost died there.
And I bet someone else out there will match me too.
I will say, if I do this death list, I have a lot of...
I'll donate 5 if you do it death
I have a lot of people in the crowd, in the back couch, that said they will donate $100 each if I do this death list. So...
Okay, they'll probably beat me, but...
I'll match you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
So sorry if I die. I don't feel bad.
If you don't die, I'm not donating anything.
We do need some super missiles here. Meridia coming up does require us to have a decent amount of ammunition. So if these bugs could cooperate, that'd be awesome. There's a couple. It's good enough.
Nice.
All right, coming up here, we are going to be grabbing Charge Beam. For some reason,
Spoilers, Oats.
Wow.
What is
we're going to be
this?
grabbing what's normally here?
Power bombs.
We're going to be grabbing power bombs, which are oh look, Charge Beam. What?
Right next to a venomous bite.
Whoa!
Would have never guessed.
Ladies and gentlemen, $3.04 million is a new GDQ record.
Crazy.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable.
That's so cool.
Thank you all very much.
That's so crazy. It really is.
Yeah, it's awesome to be part of this.
Yeah.
Seriously.
First time I went to one of these was AGDQ 2013, and it just absolutely blows my mind.
Yeah.
How much
come,
this
yeah.
is blown up.
Well, we gotta reload this room real quick. But yeah, that's amazing. Seriously.
We do have
did it,
time
Oats.
for a couple more donations here as we backtrack, if there are any.
wild.
Sure. Just cut me off whenever you need to. We have $1,000 from Todd the T-Rex. No message, but no problem. Thank you, Todd.
I mean, he's a dinosaur, dude. What's he gonna write?
Yeah, he doesn't need a message. David Pittman sends along $1,500. Who says, Myersy Dotes and Dozy Dotes and Oatsngoats beats Ridley.
I totally followed everything.
Exactly. We have time for some more?
Probably one or two more, yeah.
One or two more. All right. We have an anonymous $2,000 donation. And this says, each time I watch, I get a better idea of how much work it takes to put this event on. Special shout out to the folks putting so much content up on social media so I can get a little GDQ from work. And thanks to everyone else on the stream and behind it for putting so many hours into this event, from engineering to commentary to corporate relationships. You are all making the world a good deal better.
Woo!
All right. So you'll notice this room and the room coming up have had a couple of platforming changes made, which essentially it allows us to get through these portions of Meridia without Ice Beam or Gravity Suit. This next room in particular, has some grapple blocks placed in some pretty interesting spots.
Yeah, basically just allowing us to get through it, still, making it fairly, fair, I guess, even though it is impossible. Well, Oats, how are you beating if it's impossible? I don't know.
One of the things that Oats is going to be doing up here in just a minute is something called a flatly jump. Basically, the way that it works is he's going to do a turn off of the edge of this platform and then jump at the last possible moment in order to make a jump here that you normally wouldn't be able to.
There we go.
Nice.
Ooh.
Very nice. One more here.
Nice.
All right.
All right. We're going to be doing a ton of wall jumps here, and this is going to be obnoxious. But you guys like honking, right? Every wall jump, give me a honk.
Oh my God.
Come on, I'm not hearing enough honks.
Come on, crowd. You can do better than
Come
this.
on.
Chat, you better make it happen.
We're almost there.
If we were in Atlanta, they'd do great.
Oh, yeah.
Honk, 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 honk.
There we go.
Very nice.
I wanted to make that as obnoxious as possible, so thank you.
I mean, you could have had him say "wah" instead. That would have been more obnoxious.
No, I think we're past that.
All right, we have time for probably one or two more donations before we move on through the rest of the run here.
Sure. Viking Plays sends $2,400 and says, ciao. This donation is a collective effort from my Italian Twitch community known as The Family. Most of us are longtime viewers, but first-time donators, and we want to let you know how much we appreciate what you do each and every year. Much love from Italy. Do we have time for one more?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. This donation does not have a message, but SD4729 sends $2,000.
Woo!
Thank you very much.
So basically through these areas, we grabbed an extra E-tank for safety. We're grabbing a couple extra missile packs. Also for pretty much safety, we want to get done with one of the fights coming up as quickly as possible. You'll see why, I suppose. I won't spoil it. You probably do one more if you want.
We have a $250 donation from Twitch Prime, who says, did you know that you can link your Amazon Prime account to get a free sub on Twitch?
What?
You can do that?
I had no idea. Twitch chat, did you hear that?
A free subscription to any channel, such as this very one you're watching right now?
Such as this one right now. Unbelievable, right?
All right, so I'm going to be saving here for a number of different reasons.
RNG manipulation is the number one.
That's okay.
Correct.
3 reasons. It puts the snail that I'm going to be utilizing in a good position. It allows me to have us save because this next fight coming up is terrible, absolutely terrible. And the third reason was what you say?
RNG manipulation.
Right, yeah, RNG manipulation.
Extremely important.
So Oats is going to use this snail here to climb up the wall since he doesn't have grapple beam, which would normally allow him to swing up, and he doesn't have gravity suit, which he would normally use to do wall jumps. So he's going to manipulate the snail to help.
Come on, Gary.
Up the wall.
Oh, his name's Gary?
It is now.
Does he have a family?
Yeah, they live in a pineapple under the sea.
Oh.
I love SpongeBob, and I don't know. Do you have any SpongeBob lovers? Come on, I'm not the only one, right? Thank you.
SpongeBob gets a bigger pop than Orlando, Florida.
So this next fight, why it's so painful and rough is because we have one unavoidable attack that Batoon can give us, and we cannot... normally in the vanilla game, you can sit in the left corner and be completely safe from all Batoon's attacks. But...
Oh my goodness, are there spikes?
we can only take, 3 hits from Batoon or something?
Sounds right.
This is a very, it's just a lot of this is a very bad Mario Maker level. Let's put in 6 more spikes now. You know?
No, seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't think I've ever... that might be the best Batoon fight I've ever seen.
Yeah, honestly, that could not have gotten any better. Normally, like I said, there are some unavoidable attacks, and Batoon will do almost 2 E-tanks of damage to us.
Marathon luck, baby.
All right, so normally we'd enter this morph ball tunnel from the left here, but unfortunately this room has been changed, so we can't do that. We actually have to jump up through some invisible blocks here on the bottom. And Oats, why aren't you grabbing these super missiles right now?
Yeah, I just don't think I need them. I don't know. Spoilers, we're grabbing them, I'm sorry.
So there's actually an invisible block here in the top left. You have to shoot with the super missile to break, and then go through the ceiling.
There's some really cruel...
That is so annoying.
There's some really cruel jokes Saturn has played in this ROM hack. Oh, here's some super missiles. You're gonna need them coming up, but how can you even...
Oh, you don't even get those ones. It's just
Yeah, no, you do get these ones.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of items like that.
Never mind. Ignore me.
It's okay.
I could never.
All right, we've got a couple more rooms coming up here before the Dragon fight.
And so we could probably... I'm just going to be farming here, and the next room isn't too important. So you can read off a few more donations.
Smooth.
Dirtcraft sends $5,000 and says, GDQ might be one of the greatest things to happen in the 21st century. It gives me lots of hope for the future to take something we love and bundle it with such a positive message. Thanks, everyone. Keep being awesome. We have time for another one?
Yes.
All right. Pavlovian Party sends along $500 and says, love to see that AGDQ 2020 is set to break the donation record. I lost my aunt to cancer just 2 months ago, so this year's event is especially important to me. Thanks to all the runners, the crowd, and everyone behind the scenes, and to all the donors who have raised more than $25 million over the years.
Awesome.
That's crazy. Speedrunning's awesome.
All right, so this room, we have to kill all these mock droids. They're like the jellyfish, I guess we'll call them. Don't tongue... Okay. Not the tongue. No. We have to go to the right here and kill the mock droid. What that does is when we kill all mock droids, that unlocks the top right door, allowing us to progress.
Just another cruel joke by Saturn.
How long was your first play of this?
A lot of hours. It was so this next fight, to put into perspective, this next fight took me about 7 or 8 hours.
Oh, just this next fight?
Just this fight. I pretty much just gave up on this. Yeah, it was brutal. So hopefully it doesn't take 7 or 8 hours this time.
Hey, more marathon though, right? Right? Everyone in the tech crew was like, no.
No more marathon.
Please, no.
I will be doing a cool little jump here to get up to the save and the energy refill. I need to jump in the very last frame in order to make this ledge grab. There we got it. So we're just gonna hold a certain angle here, and then we're up.
And is that like required to do?
No, we did find a different, in practice, I found a way to get there, but I kind of forgot. And that looks way cooler anyways.
No. Gotta go with the swag, right?
All right, so this next fight coming up,
This is the Dragon fight.
Yeah.
A lot of confidence going into this next fight right here.
We're going to let Oats concentrate for this fight. It's definitely very difficult.
I think this was the reason why he slapped the impossible sticker. I'm convinced this is the reason. So if you wanted to do some explaining before the fight actually begins, any?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So usually when we enter this fight, there are a couple different ways that we can kill Dragon. Unfortunately, none of those ways to kill Dragon are available in this version of the game. As you can see, the turrets on the left and right sides of the room have been blocked off by grapple blocks, so we can't actually destroy those. They're going to be constantly shooting at Oats, attempting to snipe him with these little turret shots during the entire course of the fight. And in addition to that, as we've been explaining, Oats doesn't have gravity suits, so he's moving very, very slowly throughout this entire fight. So essentially what he's going to be needing to do is take advantage of the patterns to collect ammo, deal damage to Dragon, rinse and repeat. Dragon has also an increased amount of health, and all of the attacks do a high amount of damage.
At least there's no spikes in this room.
You know what? I like that positivity. It's the little things.
Did you talk about the how the turrets will shoot based off of the momentum?
So the turrets actually predict where Samus is going to be based on what her momentum is. So avoiding them becomes extremely difficult when you don't have a gravity suit, because a lot of the time you're trying to move out of the way and then they end up where you will be instead of where you are. Going to use a power bomb here to clear out the goop and any turret shots that were coming our way.
Ooh.
Also, as the fight progresses, Dragon is going to be swooping faster and faster, which you may have noticed.
Close.
Very close.
This is long. It's insane. Oh no! Oh my God.
Very nice.
Wow.
Man.
Dude, that's a fight.
That is a fight.
That's a war, man.
You even got my heart pumping there, Oats.
That's a war.
Started getting a little restless if she had 300 health left.
Yeah, no, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. I've had full health, gotten grabbed, and if you get attacked, there's no iframe, so you can just die instantly with 3 turrets hitting you at once.
So you'll notice we collect Grapple Beam there, which will allow some of the movement through the rest of Meridia to be a bit easier. These are called grapple jumps. The way that they work is when Samus is moving up after a grapple swing, if you morph and then unmorph, it puts Samus in a sitting pose, which she can jump out of. It's kind of a cool piece of tech. All right.
I we're out of that nightmare.
What else could go wrong in this run?
Oh, nothing. That was the end boss.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Well, we still don't have Varia suit, so
yeah,
I wonder where we're gonna get that.
I don't know. Could be anywhere at this point, you know. We're playing a randomizer, right?
Oats loves randomizers.
I absolutely love randomizers. I do have, you know, I think you're one of the finest randomizer players I've ever seen in my life, Andy. All right.
Oh, thanks, man.
All right, so we are on our
Man,
way.
the love on this couch,
I know, right?
though, you know?
We're on our way to collect another item called Spring Ball, which is going to allow quite a few movement options throughout the rest of the run. It seems like it's pretty far out of the way, but it's absolutely worth it to go grab it, both for safety and convenience.
We're looking for some supers here. Typically, I want to be about 10, but they're being oh, well, there it is. But
Too late now.
yeah, that's gone. We want to be. I want to have a decent amount because I have to kill some enemies coming up that deal a ton of damage, and I need to kind of clear them out of the way for us to progress to Spring Ball and then back from Spring Ball. You can probably read a few donations here.
Sure, we've got plenty. We have $100 from Zin, aka Blake, who says, "Hello, my dear friends, Oats, Andy, and Pooh. Blake here. So wonderful to see how you've all contributed to such an incredible cause and represent gamers and speedrunners all over the world. Seeing Oats close out AGDQ 2020 makes the sadness of the event ending just a little bit easier. Congrats to the runners, staff, and donators on an incredible start to the year. Lots of love." Do we have time for one more?
Yep.
All right. Well, Gwoon sends $5,000 and says, "New record, here we come. Let's get it and save the animals because Goose."
Oh, that's a good point. That is another good reason to save the animals.
And just a reminder on that one, Save versus Kill. Save is currently winning by about $3,800. So if we want to kill, we might want to get some of those in there too, you know? Just a friendly reminder.
All right, so our reserve tanks are extremely important in this ROM hack for a number of reasons. One being the hell runs that we have to do coming up. Another being the Mother Brain fight, which is incredibly important to have reserves for.
Another thing you'll notice is that Oats skipped that missile pack there. We're actually not going to be picking up any more missile packs. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to a mini boss that's coming up here in a few minutes.
You mind if I jump in and make a correction real fast? It's pretty embarrassing because I have math trophies. It's 38,000, not 3,800. I apologize.
No,
Whoa.
it's fine. That's a
That's a little bit of a difference.
That's
Yeah.
a little bit of a difference. My apologies. Save is currently winning by about 38,000. So Kill will
Now
need a few
Kill
bit
really
more.
needs those donations, don't they?
I mean, if Kill came back, we would hit about 3.1 million. I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Now that math checks out. That is
Yes.
accurate.
all right. Shack tool. That's all you need to know.
We got time for some more donations.
Yeah.
All right. Blinks sends $1,000 and says 3 million. Let's see here. Alvis sends $100 and says, I've been watching GDQ for years, but always figured I'll just buy some awesome Yeti gear and give a little that way rather than making a direct donation. This year I thought, why not both? Thanks to everyone involved for all their hard work, all these great runs, and all the money raised for all of these critical charities. We have $150 from M the Marvelous, who says, shout outs to Oats for the brilliant run. Everyone should remember to check if your employer can dupe your donations. Donation tech hype.
All right, so we're making our way to Spring Ball, a very necessary item here. It allows us to grab a very utilized beam in the near future here. We're just going to be leaving here. You probably have a couple more donations you can read off.
Sure, we have plenty. Ariel sends $2,000
from under the sea.
Wow.
and says, let's go. There you go.
Woo.
There you go. We have Sliced Lime, who sends $1,000. And Sliced Lime says, I've been confined to the sofa after an accident last week. Luckily, I'm healing, and one of my favorite events is on to keep me company. Thank you, AGDQ, for a week of amazing runs. Now, let's get those final run incentives met.
I wonder how many people out there like fake being sick for the entire week to get out of work so they can watch GDQ, you know? If you did that, please donate and let me know.
Interestingly enough, in the sand in here without gravity suit, it's actually easier to get out of the sand from the sand waterfall than it is without. It makes no sense.
There's a couple spots here where if we fall in, we can get stuck permanently.
Yeah, don't fall.
Do not do that.
Yeah, right there. I've fallen in there before.
Yeah, I did that in practice. I was like, well, that's new.
Very nice.
All right, like I said, we're just pretty much escaping here. We're going to be starting to collect some items for the next portions of the game, which are pretty difficult. They require some more E-tanks, some more ammunition and stuff, and yeah.
So we collected the spring ball. Now we're going to be going to collect the beam that Oats was talking about.
Mm-hmm. First, we're going to collect an E-tank.
Oh, that's right.
And this whole segment can take a little bit since we're farming, so feel free to read as many donations as you can.
All right, just jump in whenever you need to. We have Tramp Royale, who sends $1,000.
Woo!
And says, keep on rocking, AGDQ team. Gotta go fast and beat cancer. We have Mr. Bite sending $1,000.
Woo!
And says, so many of my friends and family have been impacted by cancer, so let's honk the cancer away. We have an anonymous $100 donation who says, this is an absurd level of talent. It's amazing that we can come together as a community to make cancer a thing of the past. We have Unfriendly Blob with $314.16 who says, I'm challenging my fellow viewers to reach $1 million. $3,141,592.65.
Yo, new goal.
Yep.
Yeah, new goal.
It's done.
We got to do it, guys. Don't fail Oats and Goats right now. He will be personally hurt.
Personally, yeah.
Yes.
Do we have time for more?
Yep.
All right. QZCX sends $500.
Woo!
And says, donating during the best speed game. Andy, Oats, and Zenny on the couch. Let's go. Good luck, Oats.
Sorry, Pooh. It was a good run for you, but this is where it ends.
I just read it as it came in. I'm just saying. We have Zoid94 with $500. Who says, is it too late to honk? It's never too late to honk. Arms of S sends $50 and says, if we don't hit 3.5 million, it would be a Metroid crime.
Very nice gravity jump there.
I don't get it. Oh boy.
We have Dark Diplomat with $50 who says, did I hear $50 save the animals train? I'm pretty sure I heard $50 save the animals train.
I wonder what the biggest gap has ever been for save and kill.
This is a lot.
Yeah. Usually it's extremely close.
I believe kill will close the gap.
It's a considerable gap, but we've seen crazier things before, so we'll see what happens. Do we have time for any more?
Yep.
All right. Navari with $100 who says, to 3 million and beyond. We have Craig Anderson with $75 who says, save the frames and let's finish off the marathon by reaching 3 million. Hype? Well, we sure did reach 3 million, and we're looking to break more records. We have $50 from ShatterMage220 who says, I love GDQ. I was present for the 3 million at SGDQ 2019, and I'm here for the AGDQ record. The generosity from everyone brought together by games for the purpose of fighting cancer is amazing. Save the animals, kill cancer, and keep going fast. Also, shout out to an Eternal Enigma in the fantastic jacket. Honk! Oh, please. Thank you.
All right, so we collected our Plasma Beam. Plasma Beam is very important for the remainder of this run. It significantly increases Samus's damage output and also allows us to damage some specific enemies that previously could not be damaged, such as our friendly little B-Toms. It's important for a room coming up.
Yep, and then we're going to be getting another important item. You probably saw the Crade room as we entered to the left. We did not enter that on purpose, and you're about to see why. If we did enter it, it'd be pretty bad.
So this room normally has an E-Tank in it. I guess we'll see what item is replaced here after we kill these B-Toms with our lovely Plasma Beam.
Oh.
So we got pretty lucky there. If I would have taken another hit, I think that would have probably been toast.
Yeah. Well, it activated reserves at least.
Yeah.
So we got our space jump here. This is going to make some of the hell runs that we're going to be doing next a little bit easier.
Yep. Unfortunately, I did take damage. It's kind of like a random thing if we take damage from the B-Tome. So I'm going to have to backtrack slightly, grab the energy refill, and come on back for the hell runs coming up. So you can do a couple more donations.
Sure. We have Emmy252 who sends $1,000.
Woo!
And says, your move, SGDQ. We have John204 with $50 who says, I'm so happy that I was able to get off work in time to watch the final hours of this year's AGDQ. I'm even more happy that I tuned in just in time to see you guys hit a record-breaking $3 million. It blows my mind how much you guys have grown over the years and how much money you've raised for a great cause. This last donation goes to making this the highest earning GDQ yet, and also to saving those poor animals who get killed by mean speedrunners every year.
I've been saving them. Just in case.
We have an anonymous $500 donation who just says, smiley face. Right back at you. Do we have time for any more?
Yeah, one more. Yeah.
Okay, one more. Bahamut X, who sends $100, says, save the animals.
All right. Coming up here, we have a series of hell runs. So I'm going to be trying to grab as much HP as I can here, filling up my one reserve tank that I have, making a quick save just in case anything goes wrong before this. And yeah, we're going to be grabbing one more reserve tank, and we have a pretty difficult section coming up after that. Probably one of the harder hell run sections. One of the harder heck run sessions.
I think we're way past that at this point. Yeah.
So as before, Oats has got to make some pretty specific movement to get through these rooms. It's not quite as bad since he has Space Jump and Plasma Beam.
Yeah, but it's basically just keeping as much health as I can for the next portion.
Yeah, any major mistakes that he makes here will significantly slow him down.
So that's the first little section. The next section is above this door here to collect that reserve tank. That is very, very necessary. We're going to be bypassing these missiles, so we do not get a. Well, I guess we can explain that as that comes. But we need to have 30 missiles and no more for something coming up a little bit later.
Some RNG manipulation, if you would.
Yeah, like actually RNG manipulation.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
There's very few things I appreciate more than solid RNG manipulation.
And what's
Right.
that?
No, I mean literally nothing.
Oh, literally nothing.
I mean, like a nice walk on the beach with some of your best friends, you know.
That includes you, Oats.
I'm invited?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
We're in you.
Yeah.
And you. And you. And all of you. There's like 3 people out there I didn't see clap, and
They're uninvited.
uninvited.
All right, we're going to be grabbing the energy refill here, allowing us to grab the Crocomire E-Tank, which is to the right of Croc, and we are going to start that kind of this. I think this is the hardest section for Hell Runs coming up here.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Oats didn't grab this energy tank previously because it's actually blocked off by, you can probably guess, spikes.
Yeah.
And
Powerbomb block.
some powerbomb blocks as well.
Ow.
Oats, there's spikes
Stop.
there.
That does not seem like a good idea.
Brick wall right into it.
It's a wily coyote move.
All right, we are going to go down left where that save is. We're going to fill up the last reserve tank that we had gotten, and then we're going to start the next section here. You can probably read off an donation.
Well, we got some responses to Pooh's question.
Yeah.
We have Cody No More with $500.
Dude, you just read his full name, dude. Don't do that.
That was the name I was given. Cody No More.
No, I know, but if he's sitting out of work, like...
Well, I mean, hey, we're winging this one. I'm just going by protocol.
Fair.
Sent across $500 and says, Pooh, I, quote, worked from home sick, unquote, one day this week to watch GDQ. I had a honking cold. Matt254 sends $25 and says,
I got nervous for that one, too.
well, you know, Matt254.
Matt who lives at this lane.
Well, there's 254 Matts to choose from. I
All
mean,
right,
you know,
we're good.
$25 and said, I thought about faking sick to watch AGDQ all week, but
I just quit.
but then I got the flu. Wish granted, I guess.
All right, so this is the start of the Hell Run coming up here. We have to be kind of careful in some of these rooms. Mainly, there's some, you guessed it, more spike rooms that will kind of give us some trouble. That if we do hit those, we're probably going to need to reset and try again.
There's also some hidden tunnels here in this room that Oats is going to be taking advantage of.
Yep. This is why Spring Ball is so useful here. Gotta just jump over these spikes. And then we got this room here, which is kind of the harder portion of this.
Take a little bit of a dip in the lava here.
Okay, now we have to bypass a bunch of enemies in this room. All right, and that's that first portion, so.
Dude,
You
I get
didn't
nervous.
see it, but there's also a hidden crumble block there that Oats just jumped over.
Yep, yeah.
Another cruel joke by Saturn.
Yeah, very
You get all the way through and then immediately you just fall back down.
It's kind of funny because, like, all my Kaizo blocks are above me, but all of yours are below you guys in this.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna refill back up to about 5 E-tanks. We're gonna go grab Speed Booster, where it's where it should be located, and then we have one pretty hard trick right after that.
We probably have some time for 1 or 2 donations here.
All right, we have Totally Gatsby 152 with $250 who says, let's make sure they don't close the gap. Save the animals.
Honk. I heard there were 2 separate geese, if you will, in the animal room in this game. So,
Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, well,
Yep.
All right. MK188 with $75 who says, let's work towards pie. Also, kill those animals.
All right, so we have our speed booster here, and as Oats mentioned, he's going to be leaving this room in a pretty specific way to set up so that he can do a speed ball through the speed blocks to get out of here.
Okay, there we got it. All right.
Very nice.
So you need to jump pretty specifically right when you get the blue suit, I guess, or else when you don't have Varia's suit and you're taking heat damage, some interesting things can happen which kind of block your blue suit, and then we'd just be stuck down there. So
There's that crumble block.
all right, since we have speed now, we can do a bit more backtracking to Green Brinstar, which was previously blocked off by speed blocks, and we can grab a couple extremely useful items like a couple power bomb pickups and a couple more E-tanks, allowing us to move on to the next really, really difficult section, which is Lower Norfair. Maybe we'll find Varia there, I don't know.
You're not going to get Varia before Lower Norfair?
I can't find
Has
it.
that ever been done before?
Madman. And nobody ever does that.
You can go ahead and read a few more. We're just doing a little bit of backtracking here.
Sure. Ryan153 sends $1,000 and says, thanks, GDQ, for an awesome week. Shout out to my wife, Christina, whose birthday is today. We've been watching all week and have enjoyed every run we've watched. Honk.
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 Hey, happy birthday, Christina.
Happy birthday, Christina. Absolutely. We have $250 from Generic G, who says, been watching AGDQ for years, and I always look forward to the Super Metroid run. Love seeing Oatsngoats break this game, save the frames, kill the animals. We have time for another?
Yep.
$50 from Vatic, who says, donating on behalf of my 2 cats, Samus and Ridley. Save those animals.
I wonder if they have a fight.
Very cool speed trick coming up here.
Oh, so close.
But that wasn't it, though. Don't worry, it's coming. He didn't say when.
That was what it was.
I'm trying to save you here. That's how you got
I
to
just
do.
want to be honest.
That's how you got to do the romhack runs. You just pretend everything is how it's supposed to be the whole time, and everyone believes you. You know, I've been making a living off that for a long time, guys.
He jumps a little weird. I promise there's a Kaizo block
Yeah,
there.
Kaizo block there. How to avoid the Kaizo?
So what we just did there, you could see the blue gate was facing to the right, but if we do kind of a setup and moonwalk against the wall, jump, fire a super edit angle that will go through the gate and hit that switch for us.
Yeah, because we don't have wave beam yet.
So that's one of 2 E-tanks we're going to be grabbing before we get to the really difficult stuff here. So probably a few more donations.
Wait, we haven't got to the really difficult stuff yet?
The other stuff's been difficult. This is the impossible stuff.
Oh,
This is why it's actually impossible.
Oh, okay. All right, we have a $100 donation from Spartan the Dog, who says, enjoying the Super Metroid Impossible run from Oatsngoats. Sad AGDQ is coming to an end, but very happy what we as a community have done. 3 million, baby. Let's get another round of applause for everyone's hard work, from those on stream to those behind the scenes who make AGDQ possible.
And we're only a little bit under 16 away from 3.1.
We are knocking on the door of $3.1 million.
It's wild.
I feel like our crowd here has one more countdown in it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I might.
Yeah?
Might.
I mean, we still got some gameplay left, maybe even 2 countdowns.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Perhaps. Where does it
I like
end?
the style.
Yeah, where does it end? Do you want to do more donations?
Yeah, you can do a couple.
Okay. We've got some big ones that have come through. Blue Cheetah with $1,024. Who says, save the frames, kill the cancer. And the One Reborn 132 with $1,000. Who says, still feeling bad about my first Crocomire kill 25 years ago. Here's some money to ease my conscience. Even so, kill the animals.
Yeah.
Wait.
That was a roller coaster of emotions.
It sure was.
Whose side are you on?
I'm just, you know what? Charity side.
Probably got time for a couple more here.
Okay. Jinxed Pixie with $150 who says, Mom and I have loved our first GDQ. Hi, Sporadic.
Hi, Mom.
Tricior with $50 who says, first time donator here. I don't know how to do this. I mean, I think it goes like this. Honk, orb, hype, kill the animals.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Nailed it. Nailed it. We have Techno Magus with $5 who says, I had to chip in for the 10th anniversary. This is my first donation in a few years. Just to make sure our beloved runner doesn't starve at the end of the game, put this towards saving the emergency rations in Super Metroid Impossible. Good luck and stay alive.
That's dark.
Yeah. All right, one more.
All right, $10 from Janet S., who says, Super Metroid is one of my favorite games. What a great way to end my first AGDQ. Keep rocking it, Oats. Also, let's save all the animals.
All right. I've already killed a lot of them in here, so, but yeah. All right, so we are moving on to the next pretty hard section of this game. We are going to be dipping our toes into Lore and Orfair, and we still have not found Varia suit. So we're gonna have to do this without it and hope it goes well.
So we have a pretty tough trick coming up here called Lava Dive. Essentially, normally when entering Lower Norfair, you'd need Gravity Suit and Space Jump. We have Space Jump, but we don't have Gravity Suit. So Oats is going to have to do some pretty specific lava physics jumps, wall jumps, etc., to get through this next room. He's actually going to disable Speed Booster. Essentially what that does is it allows him to keep momentum as he enters the lava, which will help conserve health.
Nice.
Very nice.
Cut a little close there, Ode.
Yeah, if I would have that, what do the blue fireballs do?
How much damage?
Yeah, how much damage?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's really bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, Zenny's probably never been hit by one
Oh,
before.
never.
So we're done with that portion.
I definitely didn't die at Lava Dive in my run last year. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, no, not at all.
All right, so we're going to be going on down to Lore Norfair. What are you guys laughing at?
We just did an eye check, you know?
Yeah, eye check, making
All right.
sure.
So we have a
Make
pretty
sure
cool,
sound guy's on it, you know.
pretty cool
So I'm
tech
looking
coming
away
up
for a second.
right here. This is called a Crystal Flash. Essentially what it does, it allows Samus to trade ammo for health. You need 10 missiles, 10 super missiles, and 11 power bombs. And that acts as a health refill here so that we can make it through this next portion of the game.
Yep, the only way
dying.
to get through this is to go to GT, so unfortunately we do have to pay him a visit.
Yeah. GT being Golden Chorizo.
Yep.
I'll also talk about the missile count here. So Golden Chorizo has a couple of different attack patterns that he can do during the course of the fight. But as long as you stay under 31 missiles, he'll just continue to spit out his bombs instead of doing the swipe attack. So that's actually why we have decided not to collect any additional missile packs So our max is 30. That way we don't have to worry about keeping our missile count down, and he'll just continue spitting the bombs.
Yep, we get this E-Tank here, and this is pretty much just the only life that we get until the end of this fight, and until a little bit after, so we need to utilize it and have a good fight, hopefully taking no hits from Golden Chorizo here. Luckily, we get another super pack to do a little bit more damage. Unfortunately, our plasma beam doesn't do any damage, so we have to rely on farming, a farming strat here. If you want to explain that, is there any back?
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned, Golden Chorizo is going to continue just backing up against this wall just because Oats is standing in this specific spot. So he's going to spit these bombs out, Oats is going to shoot them, and then farm up super missiles and health to get through the fight. Not getting very good RNG here. Yeah, as long as Oats doesn't move from this spot, Golden Chorizo will just continue jumping up against that back wall. So while the fight itself isn't necessarily difficult, it's still very dangerous because if he moves out of this position, he'll either take damage from Golden Chorizo or Golden Chorizo will change his attack patterns.
Pretty bad luck here, so it's taking a little bit longer than it should. Not a lot of super missiles, not a lot of HP. I'm going to refarm just a little bit more before the fight is done. Golden Chorizo only has a few more hits. I want to have a decent amount of super missiles so I don't have to farm in the next portion coming up. Because my power bombs are also pretty useful and I need to keep those at I need to keep those pretty high. Let's do this. Okay, so that's Golden Chorizo. What I'm looking for here is essentially a lot of power bombs. Unfortunately, we only got 2 of them, so I'm going to have to farm a room coming up quite a few times. Our reward for killing Golden Chorizo is more super missiles.
Yay.
Yay. Normally it's screw attack there.
Yeah, I wonder where Screw Attack is.
I guess we'll find out.
That'd make this game too easy.
So this next portion is a little bit stressful because we don't have any saves. We just have to do it first try. Yeah, it's not terrible, but
It's a bit tight.
yeah.
Okay, so as Oats mentioned, he's going to be farming this next room a few times to get some more power bombs before he continues on through the rest of the run. Power bombs are important so that he has enough to Crystal Flash. Again.
Yeah, we rely on crystal flashing coming up pretty heavily. It's really important that I do not take any damage in this next room. So I have to do a little morph ball over the top enemy here and hopefully avoid these guys' attacks here, these pirates' attacks. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. What do you think, Zenny?
You might want to do a manual reserve here.
I'm not nervous at all.
Yeah, while taking heat damage, he wants to manually refill or manually use his reserves instead of auto, because while it's auto refilling, he'd still be taking heat damage.
Yeah.
And that's no good.
The other thing about an auto activation is it will completely deplete his reserves, where a manual activation, he'll be able to leave some of them.
All right, so we made it past that really, really stressful section there.
I feel like the stress isn't gone yet. Oh, okay.
No, this is like
Shut up.
this is a tease into the next portion.
All right.
Thank you, Jordan.
So we've got another very difficult hell run from here down to Ridley. Oats is making all of this movement look very easy, but in reality it's very technical, and even just the smallest mistake will result in most likely death.
I thought you said no saving.
Yeah, but I'm scared that there's like a solar flare messing up my saves on my other cartridges. Yeah.
You know, the battery could have died. It's an old game.
Exactly. You never
It's an old
know.
game.
2006.
Yeah. That was like 2 decades ago, man. I mean, you get it.
Extremely important here that I don't take any damage from those side hoppers. They deal a really, really significant amount of damage. We have what are these guys called? Golden Pirates?
Metal Pirates, Ninja Pirates, Golden Pirates.
Oh, there's some spikes in here.
Yeah, they change the room
Imagine
a little bit.
that.
So you can't have an easy way of killing them. We have to kill them with supers, hoping that we get some supers back as well as some health back.
Good supers, not very much health. Should be all right. Oats is going to spend some time farming in this next room to get his ammunition back up so he can do another Crystal Flash just before the Ridley fight begins. And again, he's manually using his reserves here, which can avoid some rather unfortunate consequences if he didn't do that.
Just gives me some control over the health that I have. All right, so we're pretty set here. I would like a couple more super missiles, but it's not looking like it's going to happen here. This fight, I really have to avoid taking any damage. And I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, aside from the ammo to Crystal Flash, you also need less than 50 health when it's supposed to happen. If you have anything in your reserves, it won't work at all.
All right, so Oats is going to pay very close attention to Ridley's behavior and his color here. So we want to let him focus on this fight.
Don't do it. Okay. Oh no.
Oh,
no. Well, that is what can go wrong.
dang.
I thought
That's it.
I thought
Bust
that
out a Benji.
I was thinking that Ridley was dead. Unfortunately, I miscounted a little bit. So I was prepared to be grabbed by Ridley, but unfortunately, there was one more swoop and we would have gotten it. Since we've already done this section and talked about it, you can read off some donations.
Sure. Kevin J40 sends $500 and says, this has been a wonderful AGDQ. Props to all of the runners, announcers, and volunteers. And a special shout out to the folks in the crowd wearing cute hats. Stay cute and cure cancer. And I would like to take a moment to remind everybody we're approximately about $8,000 away from 3.1 million, so we're getting close to that milestone as well. So keep them coming on in. Nasyukin with $500, who says, dedicated to my Uncle Dan, whom we lost to pancreatic cancer a few months ago. Go blow up a mother brain, Oats.
Thank you.
$200 from Lugs, who says, hey, AGDQ, longtime viewer, first-time donator here. It's bittersweet to see AGDQ 2020 come to a close, but thank you for providing everyone with an incredible time. Manic Mike with a $1,024 donation, who says, "Oh, what's this?" Arrow 214 with $100, who says, "This has been an incredible week of AGDQ 2020. This week went by so fast, even though it makes sense since it's a speedrun event. It's been a great 10 years. I look forward to the future of AGDQ. I'm already excited for SGDQ. Thank you to everyone for making this event happen. Good luck to Oatsngoats on his run. Save the animals."
I did some really, really funny unequipped in there. I think it was the ooh-woo comments. So. I was like, oh boy. All right, let's try one more time. But only one more time. I don't have 3 chances, unfortunately. Oh, you bully. We can still do this.
Nerves, man.
No, you're not dead.
Oh my God.
No. What did you count, Zenny?
18.
Oh, it was 18? Yeah. All right, well, we're that much closer to 3.1. No. That's all right. It's a tough fight.
This is definitely one of the hardest parts of the run.
Yeah.
So. Keep those donations coming in.
Yeah. Let's try one more time.
All right, we have Onyx with $250, who says, "Crush that record and crush cancer." $200 from Norgie, who says, "This is my first time donating now that I have the means. AGDQ has been a highlight of my year for a while now. Takes on extra significance since my uncle died of pancreatic cancer. Thank you all, and save the animals. Honk." $200 from Dan62, who says, "Congrats to the new record. Let's keep it going." There's no message on this one, but Matt107 sends $1,500. Woo! No message, no problem. Thank you, Matt. $75 from Jeffrey154, who says, "It's too late to fuel the hype for 3 million or for beating the record, but why should the hype stop there? We're taking this all the way to the end, baby. GDQ is how I know that video games are worth it. The friendships, the camaraderie, the generosity, the drive. I've never been prouder of any community." Very well said, Jeffrey. Very well said. Also, we have no message on this one, but 1-8 sends $2,000. Thank you very much, Juan. $5.05 from Call from Samus Aaron, who says, "Hey, GDQ folks, Samus here. Being honored, my mission is the last run of this GDQ's anniversary. Through all these years, we had great times together and experienced a lot of dangerous adventures. I'm sure this impossible mission will also be accomplished fast. But please, don't let me kill the animals again. Thanks, and much love, Samus."
All right, you got this, Oats.
You can take a little bit of flame damage there. It's not too bad. Some really weird. Okay. should be dead. I think.
Yeah, you got this.
Oh my goodness. Was he gonna grab me?
I think he was doing his last swoop there, and then yeah.
Oh, I thought he was gonna grab him. Well,
bust out another 100.
yeah.
Bust out another 100.
All right.
I gotta go.
Who out there is matching us? You know,
Where we go?
Yeah, come on. There's got to be a couple other people out there matching.
Yeah.
So luckily for me, I predicted when anyone asked, it was about 0 to 6 deaths. So that was what, 3?
Yeah.
Yep.
So realistically, I think we can stay below the 6 mark, and yeah, we got this.
You know, I'm starting to hope you can stay below that 6 mark. The first part of that run was going so good.
It was.
You were
Making those
asking
empty
for deaths.
promises, yeah.
What's your
Now I
problem?
feel bad enough, Pooh. Thanks. No, it's gonna go good. We got this.
Yeah, can we get some more hype for Oatsngoats here? Running Super Metroid Impossible here.
This is so stinking hard, this game, dude. It's like...
Ridley is a pretty hard fight, like, normally.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing. And without Various Suit, you basically can't make any mistakes.
Yeah, any mistakes, and I'm kind of sweating.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Excited for my PayPal to email me. What are you doing?
All right, about to enter again. I believe this is the time.
This is it. Calling his shot right here. Confidence.
Watch me die instantly. Well, great time for a donut. No. Oh no! Oh no! We're good. We're good. I'm gonna bring it back right here. I'm gonna bring it back.
Bringing it back.
Well, I only took flame, so that's not too bad. Oh, Ridley.
I think he was dead there.
Yeah, I think he was dead.
Oh.
Well, we did just hit $3.1 million,
Yeah, I
though.
heard that.
So there's something.
Oh, let's do that. Need to do a little bit of yoga.
You want to donate $100?
What's up?
Just donate 100 for me.
I don't know your password.
You don't need it. It's fine.
You want to do some more donations?
You got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
All right.
You want to do some more
Loosen you up
donations?
a little bit.
Can you like squeeze a little bit harder, Andy? Or-
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can.
thank you.
Uh-oh.
That, buddy. You're gonna massage my back the whole fight, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. If I can do it with you massaging my back, then I guess I owe you one. A back rub. I owe you a back rub.
All right, you got this, bud.
Wait, what? All right, who's next?
Oh, I hit 1,000. Oh.
Oops.
All right, we got this. I If I say we got this one more time after I die, you guys are gonna stop believing me. So I really hope we do got this.
Oh, we got this.
We got this.
Don't we, crowd?
So Ridley was another one of those bosses that was a pretty difficult hurdle to get over. First doing this run, like some of my first like times or records, I guess, were probably with this many deaths or more. So it really has gotten some. It's really taken some optimizing over the last few months to get to where we are with deathless runs.
Hard game, hard.
Oh, you!
Oh my god!
That's unfortunately that's just random chance. What was happening right there was Ridley was coming down to grab me, but his tail got in the way, and that's kind of, I don't know if that's a 50-50, but that's. You know.
Right side is very dangerous, unfortunately.
Yeah, the right side we kind of want to stay away from. The left side is pretty much always guaranteed to keep the tail out of the way. So yeah.
Can we do some donations?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Got a few that came in. Quite interesting. Pooh164 with $250
That's not me.
says, thanks for dying, Oats.
Oh, wait, maybe that was me. Did I just put in a bunch of numbers in that one? Like, what's
what
going
did
on
it
there?
say?
I've got a few poos in there now at this point. Yeah.
We have another one from Pooh164 who $100 says, thanks for dying again, Oats.
That is me.
Are you donating $100 per death?
Well, I did $250 for the first one because I really didn't think you were going to die more. And now we've gone 100 for each one.
Wait, how much are you going to donate if I die again?
Oh, another 100.
Well, we have another one from Pooh164, $100 says, thanks for dying 3 times.
All right, well, I feel less bad now, I guess.
How many is that now? Is that 5?
No, I don't know. 4. There's a few.
That was 4, I think, yeah. That was like 1 death, I think, yeah.
Well, to counterbalance that, we have a $1,000 donation from Reverend Gumby,
Maybe.
who says, I believe.
I believe too.
This is going to be glorious when I get past this.
We also have Pooh on Andy's phone, $100 says, gosh dang it, Oats, why'd you have to go and die?
Thank you for putting that as my name. That made that way better.
All right, attempt number 5. You're not really cooperating. No!
Oh,
So what I was trying to do there is Ridley's dead. Don't clap yet, but
Pause buffer.
I can't pause buffer that. So I was trying to grab or jump into Ridley's claws before we had another unfortunate event when Ridley's on the right side of the screen and his tail is a factor then. So you can kind of bypass that by jumping into the claws. But yeah, so if we die one more time, what did I say? 0 through 6 deaths. So let's try to keep true to that, I guess. I guess this is kind of showing too, like,
That all this is actually super difficult.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if I would have done, I was a little bit worried that I would do deathless, only because then it's like, oh, what? It's not that hard, right? But yeah, hopefully this can kind of put in perspective that this is a very, very stupidly hard romhack.
Would you like some more donations?
Yes.
All right. Completely anonymous sends $2,000.
Woo!
MP Real Ace sends $314.15, who says donating for the Pi% donation incentive. And we're getting very close to that as well.
Oh, dang.
We have $500 from IR Dewey, who says, save the frames, kill those animals, and let's get to Pi Million. Gene Masseth with $200 says, gotta go fast, kill the animals. Good luck on the run, Oats. And a little bit of a quick update. Kill the Animals is kind of closing the gap a little bit, but it is still behind by about, let's see, about 35,000. So gotta make a late. Hey, it's not 48,000 anymore. It's
Hey,
30.
fair.
They're closing a little bit.
Fair.
Alrighty.
Come on, let's go, baby. Woo.
There we go.
Yeah!
There we go.
Oh boy.
All right. And here we have the Varia suit.
Yeah!
Oh man.
Oatsngoats.
Oats and goats. Oats and goats.
Thank you guys. I really needed that after that. That was brutal. That was really brutal, but we're on our way now to the next difficult challenge. It only gets harder from here. We have to refill a little bit of health on our way out here so we can escape pretty easily. Basically, without caution, we want to escape. Because I'd hate to have to fight Ridley again.
When you were playing this blind, how many times were you like, this can't be the way?
I don't know. I quit a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like I stopped playing it because I would get mad. Then I'll start playing it again, and yeah, it was brutal. It was a very hard experience for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And now here we are running. You know, how many times did I die? 6 or
5.
5.
I'm under, so I still have 1 death for Mother Brain. Perfect.
I don't know if my phone battery's gonna last that long.
I got a charger in the backpack. I'll hook you up. Don't worry.
In the name of charity.
In the name of charity, baby.
So obviously all these rooms become a bit more comfortable when we're not constantly taking heat damage since we have the Varia suit now. All these enemies still hit like a truck, so Oats is going to do his best not to take damage as he's going through here.
Everything still hits for 1 E-tank, so...
One nice thing is about the plasma beam is, as you can see, if he shoots as he's walking through an enemy, it will actually... essentially what it does is it activates the iframes on the enemy, and Samus can just run straight through them without taking damage. So that's one way that we can quickly get through here.
Zenny, it's too bad I didn't die one more time. I was thinking about giving you the controller. Just thinking about it. Zenny is a
you know me and my Ridley fights.
Zenny is very good at RBO, reverse boss order. So he's got the experience needed. Please don't touch me again. You did. All right, we're out of this place. Oof. It's brutal.
All right.
This run makes me tense, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tense run.
Yeah.
So we've got one final leg of cleanup here. There's a few more items that we need before we can go into Turian, which is the final area of the game. I believe the first one we're going to be collecting is Wave Beam. Is that correct?
Yes, Wave Beam.
So Wave Beam normally is located just below Speed, but as you can see, Oats did not go back there. In this game, it's actually located down next to where Grapple Beam was. Thankfully, we're not going to have to go through the maze again. However, the room that Oats is going to have to traverse to get Wave Beam can be pretty difficult on its own. So he's going to be grabbing this health refill here just to make sure that he can get through it.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking quite a bit of damage coming up. Like, I don't know, probably like 6 E-tanks worth. So it's pretty important that I have that refill there.
Who wants to guess how many spikes are added to this room?
At least 7.
7?
At least 7, okay.
I heard 6.
I'll go with 12.
Okay.
Like, are we counting every individual spike or in 2s?
Like it'd be the 2s is one.
Like the
one's
block.
bright. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. How many is it?
Well, there's normally what, like 3 or 4 there?
I think it's about 15.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never
15
thought
plus?
of counting.
15. Yep.
Or who guessed 15 in the crowd?
Way to be honest, crowd. Good job.
No, nobody said anything.
Yeah, way to be honest.
All right.
Stand up crowd here.
So now that we have Wave Beam, there's a few more items we need. We need Gravity Suit, Screw Attack, and Ice Beam. And somebody spoiled the Gravity Suit location.
That was my bad.
Andy.
It's okay, they don't remember. It's Twitch chat.
Oh, what are you saying about Twitch chat?
Oh, I mean,
So this item coming up was here all along, and we it just, like I said, Saturn basically just tortures people in this ROM hack, showing you what you can have, and the gravity is right there. So
Inaccessible until we have Wave Beam.
yep.
It should also be noted that Wave Beam, the door to Wave Beam is unlocked by defeating Ridley. So even if we'd come back down to try and get Wave Beam earlier, that door just would have been locked. We wouldn't have been able to get through.
You guys have no idea how good I feel that I beat Ridley. Oh my goodness gracious.
No, I got a pretty good idea right now, actually.
Yeah.
I think me and Andy both have a really good idea about how good you feel.
yeah.
Your PayPal has a really good idea. Yeah. No, oof. It's like you started getting those, like, it's like playing Kaizo Mario, you can get like the death
cycle.
Death loop.
Death loop.
Yeah, oof. That can happen in this game, and it's pretty rough.
Yeah, I totally feel that. This reminds me deeply of that, except looks way harder to me personally. Like, it's so hard. This game's already just so technical, and then you're unlearning all that muscle memory.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, and then just, ugh.
All right, so the next item we're going to grab is Screw Attack. We actually need that in order to get Ice Beam.
Yeah, pretty much all these next items are mandatory to grab the next item, which is mandatory for the next item. It's just like a chain that we have to grab until we do hit Torian.
Like Oats mentioned, Saturn had a very specific route in mind when he designed this, and there are very few ways around that.
It's kind of a cool little like remix, you know, with keeping the same map but completely changing how you have to play it.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a very kind of cool concept for a hack.
So that was another wave beam gate.
Yep.
I'm sure it had to take like some pretty deep planning, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so these pink pirates normally can be killed with Plasma Beam, but they've actually been changed so that they can only be killed by Screw Attack. So thankfully we have Screw Attack now. The door to leave this room actually will not unlock until they're all dead, so. Very nice. And then the last item that we need to collect is Ice Beam. It is mandatory to finish the run. The Metroids and Turian normally can be killed either with Ice Beam or with Power Bombs, but they're immune to Power Bombs in this version of the game, so we do have to collect Ice Beam.
Yeah, there's an interesting change to the Metroids that you will see in Torian as well when we get there.
Do they have spikes?
Yes, they have spikes all around their body, yes.
And just one more thing to note as we're coming up to the Ice Beam collection here. In order to collect Ice Beam, the door to collect it is locked by the enemies in the room, and there are pink pirates in the room. So in order to unlock that door, we have to have Screw Attack.
So we're going to be making our way back up, collecting the last item here, and then we can leave Meridia for good.
Almost 320, y'all.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very nice.
Yo, crowd, you're still awake out there, right?
All right, and with that, we're going to be heading to Turian, which is the final area of the game.
And like I said, it only gets harder. So now, Torian is pretty difficult, but I'd say, all that is kind of been done with Ridley. I don't think we can die 6 times. Well, we definitely can die 5 or 6 times a Mother Brain, but I'd rather not do that. Unless we want to just keep extending the marathon,
Keep the party going.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Keep the party going.
Now I have a great excuse if I die. I'm just keeping the party going.
Speaking of which, we got any time for some donations?
Yep.
All right, we got a big one here. David Pittman sends $5,000. And David says, thank you to all the runners, the crew, the audience, Twitch chat, and the developers. GDQ is my favorite 2 weeks of the year, and I'm so glad to see our community come together to do something positive and raise money to fight cancer. I love you all. Save the animals.
Yeah.
We have $25 from Robert75, who says, I was saving this to help with Pooh and Andy with rent after this run, but now that Ridley is gone, I can give it to charity instead, and to help make this run more difficult by saving the animals.
Yo, thanks though, man. I appreciate that.
I am Bob with $400, who says, here's the other $400 for the rest of those deaths. Ridley is definitely the worst jerk bird of them all. Thank you for killing that particular animal.
I greatly agree. Thank you.
Any more?
Yeah.
All right. Their name is Anonymous with no comment 142. They send $600, and they say, "Go Oats."
Thank you.
This donation has no message, but Sloth Monster sends $1,000.
All right. So I know Save the Animals is like way ahead, but the crowd here specifically, let's get a consensus here. Who wants to kill the animals in the crowd here? I'm a little bit disappointed in that, to be honest, but who wants to save the animals?
Pretty decisive victory right there.
I can't, there's no comparison.
Yeah. Pretty decisive victory.
Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah.
So the save, like it's gonna make you have an extremely tight escape, correct?
Yeah, so they want to torment me even more.
Yes.
Do
you have to fight Mother Brain again if you die at escape?
Yes.
Oh man. Oh man.
All right.
I got my wallet.
Yeah, we got between me and Andy, we have dozens of dollars in the bank, guys.
So terrain has been changed quite a bit, actually. The Metroids are a lot more aggressive in this version of the game. You saw that Oats got grabbed almost instantaneously there. Their positioning has also been changed, and they do a lot more damage.
Yeah,
So-
I barely got grabbed there, and it was already 2 E-tanks of damage.
Nice.
Yep, the movement through these rooms is very specific. And this next room, Metroid Room 4, has been changed probably the most out of any of the rooms.
Speedy boys. Oh, no. Don't you dare grab... oof.
Yeah, they're
Very
super
nice.
fast.
All right.
Okay, coming up here, we have the baby Metroid. You'll notice it's a little bigger than it was at the beginning of the game.
A little bit. He's been pumping iron.
And the goal here is to avoid getting grabbed if at all possible.
Yep, so we're going to do something called the Metroid skip here. Basically just going to play jump rope with the big boy here, so... I'm gonna just went through it.
Yeah.
That would have been terrible. So if you go through the I could do it, like I said, but I won't. If you go through the transition there, which is very, very close to where I am, the game will act like the baby Metroid is still attached to Samus, so you'll still have that slow run speed. So you have to basically save and reset to regain your actual movement.
Should have done it for the memes. What's
Or
wrong
the
with you?
You know, something probably bad would have happened if I would have done that.
It is actually also possible to soft lock there if you move through the transition on the last frame.
Yep.
Samus will end up taking the last bit of damage after the transition and will end up just permanently kneeling there. So, good on you for not deciding to do that at the last moment.
Yeah. I've been really bad. All right, so here is the last save station in the game. Let's give it up for the last safe area. So coming up, I need to keep pretty much the exact health that I have now. I cannot even lose a single E-tank. Well, I can lose one E-tank, but it's pretty particular.
Yeah, so the Mother Brain fight has been changed a lot. Mother Brain takes 150 shots in order to be defeated, and after 100 shots changes into the red beam phase. She has a number of different attacks. In the community, we refer to them as different food items. So there's onion rings, French fries.
Yeah, you got the whole list.
Meatballs.
And ketchup.
And
So
ketchup.
what I'm going to be doing here is, so Mother Brain will do a significant amount of damage. Like Mother Brain herself will do 10 E-tanks. Onion rings will do 8 if they all contact me. The smaller, like little explosions will do 4. I need to damage myself with 2 small little bomb explosions to get to the energy that I need to finish this fight. And nothing more.
Oh yeah, because you have to.
Mother Brain damages you down at the end of the fight. So you have to be in the correct health range, or else it's a death.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But like, not even just like the technical skill, like the ridiculous knowledge you have to have in this game. Just like this deep knowledge to beat this.
Yeah, so you may have noticed Oats landed on the middle of that bomb explosion there. The very middle of the hitbox actually deals 0 damage. So you notice he did not land on the middle there. Took a massive amount of damage from that explosion.
Oats did like that dog head tilt when they're confused.
So this is bad. I need to take exactly 1 onion ring. Exactly 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 4 come out at a time. So I need to take exactly 1.
Can you not do? Can you not fill your reserves?
I have to take more
6?
damage.
Yeah, but go up to go back down, you know? I don't know why I'm suggesting anything. I don't know what I'm doing.
Boy. That is a reset. So that's 6. I didn't die, technically.
I'll count it. I'll count
Yeah,
it.
it's
I'll
a
count it.
reset. 1 reset and 5 deaths. That's not too bad. So what happened there was, like I said, I need to take a very, very specific amount of damage. If I go anything lower than 5 E-tanks, I need to take exactly just 1 onion ring out of all 4 in order to get to the health that I need for the rainbow beam phase. That is after 150 shots.
Man, I wonder what prizes I'm eligible for now.
Same.
Yeah, where's that at? Like,
I'm sure there's some good ones.
yeah.
All right, Mother Brain. One more time here.
The PlayStation package was fire.
You look at all our prizes back there.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so let's try that one more time. This time landing in the center of the bomb explosion as opposed to the right or left, which will deal way more damage. So
Let's go, Oats.
okay, we got that. Hold on. Oh goodness gracious. Do you know what I'm at for counting?
I think you're like 30.
Stop, Mother Brain. Let's pretend it's 30.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Bless you.
oh.
There's some very aggressive patterns.
Yep. You don't see aggressive patterns too often in the normal game because the fight's usually pretty short.
Normal game, she's down in 20 of these shots.
Yeah.
As opposed to 150.
Bit of an increase.
Yeah, just a bit.
What's that bomb?
All right. We're in the catch-up phase.
Wow. That's just such a grind. Like, it's so hard to just not make one mistake like in that. It's so...
All right. It's not over yet, unfortunately.
It's a 12-round boxing match.
Still have one more Mother Brain phase, which is also much more difficult than it is in the original game.
Yeah.
Followed by the escape.
Yeah. So we got done with that. Thank goodness we got done with that. And then the third phase of Mother Brain, I've died to multiple times in runs. So we're by no means out of the water yet, but I just won't die then. And that's that easy, right?
Easy.
Yeah.
Do we have time for a special donation real
Yes.
quick? All right. $750 from Mike Ueyama, 85, who says, when I started GDQ, I set the donation goal at a lofty $5,000, and everyone told me that was a very ambitious goal. We beat that goal by over double, raising over $10,000 for charity. At the time, we thought that was incredible, and we're ecstatic that the event didn't collapse, let alone succeed like it did. If you told me 10 years ago that GDQ would grow to where it is today, I would have said, you're joking, right? Well, 10 years later, we're all here, and here's to 10 more years. P.S. I also said no memes for CGDQ. That didn't last very long.
All right. Where are we at for save and kill?
Save the Animals is winning by a very large margin, 144,000 to kill 107,000. So Save the Animals looks like it is very well on the way to victory.
So this takes about 120 plus shots, and we have to avoid all of that. So stop doing that, Mother Brain, please.
Yeah, this is one of those fights that can kind of like snowball out of control. If you miss one shot, give Mother Brain enough chance to shoot like 4 onion rings at you. It can definitely go downhill very quickly.
It's like instant chicks, dude.
All right.
There we go.
So this is time for the save or kill, right there.
All right, we're saving them animals.
Saving them.
All right, we're saving them.
So here's the
I
escape.
assume kill. Yeah, kill didn't.
No.
We have 1 minute, 10 seconds to get out of here.
1 minute, 10 seconds to get out of here and save the animals.
So normally it's a minute, right?
Normally it's 3 minutes.
Well, I mean, like in this hack, it's normally a minute.
And 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, normally you have 3 minutes to get out of here.
God, this is gonna be so close.
Very nice escape so far.
So we're 100% saving them, right?
Yep.
We are saving the animals.
Here it is. And there it's gone. Oh, no. This is bad. It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad.
Over. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Thank you all, seriously.
Yo, look at this room, though.
That was awesome, man. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yo, congrats, dude. That was sick. That was tough, man.
That stressed me out, but we made it. We made it.
That
Thank you
weight
guys,
lifting
seriously.
off his shoulders right there.
Yeah, it feels great, man.
See your time?
Yeah, underestimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 minutes underestimate.
Great job, dude.
Thanks.
That's sick.
Thanks, man.
Dang, they were quick.
Okay. All right. I was literally about to sit back down.
What's that?
Sign off. Say your last words.
Oh, yeah, my last word. Just thank you guys, seriously, so much for everything. Thank you all for coming to watch this run. This has been a stressful adventure to get to this, and seriously, raising $3.12 million for charity is so amazing. Seriously. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess we're gonna wait for Deer Force, so. Yeah.
Oats, where can I find you playing more Super Metroid Impossible?
You can find me playing more Super Metroid Impossible at twitch.tv/Andy. That's where you can find me.
Don't put this evil on me, all right?
No, yeah. People are gonna be coming in. Where is this?
I was gonna say, I heard if Andy gets to 8K subs, he was gonna
Oh
do
my
that, man.
God.
That's what
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
boy.
Super Metroid Impossible.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Man, what a crazy marathon. Wow. It is an honor to close this out, seriously. I have no words. It's amazing.
Hey, Oatsngoats, what about your couch? Who was on your couch?
My couch? I can announce them again. Andy. Jordan wasn't on the couch, but
He was on a chair.
hey, how many of you guys loved Andy's crowd control run?
All right. How many of you guys loved Grand Pooh Bear in the Mario Maker 2 blind relay?
There's a lot of really great runs this week.
I'm sorry, he didn't have a run. So I was gonna do the thing like,
How many of you loved?
yeah, but the reverse boss order last year, right? Like, woo!
Yeah.
That thing where, like, the drummer introduces the singer and the.
Deer Force! Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
I never noticed the abs that Samus has.
Oh yeah.
Fit.